Welcome to Timberdoodle's 2018 Pre-K curriculum kit. And it's a big one, so we're going to have to move through the products pretty quickly. Let us start with All About Reading.
We're really excited to add All About Reading this year for Pre-K. So in Pre-K, we've given you the pre-reading set, but go take the placement test if you're not sure where your child falls on the reading spectrum, and then pick the appropriate grade. Really great hands-on approach to reading. It comes with a couple different books, and I'll just give you a quick overview here. You've got the teacher's manual here. You've got the workbook here. So most of them will be, you'll be coloring the letters, and then there'll be suggestions on the back of the page saying add glitter or add glue or whatever to this one. It makes it a little bit more hands-on and sticks better with your child. Adorable readers that come with this as well. Kids love hearing the stories from here. There's my bookmark from our kids. And then for this age, it also comes with Ziggy the Zebra, which kids this age absolutely love. So really excited about this program. And like I said, we've started our kids on it and are loving it.
Okay, and I believe it's only in Pre-K that comes with the deluxe kit, which will include the bag and everything else. The subsequent levels are the more streamlined kits, and we'll talk about that later as we hit each different grade. Okay, in language arts, we also have what your preschooler needs to know,
which is this one right here,
which covers just a whole slew of topics. Just kind of make sure you've got a well-rounded education for your preschooler. We have,
Magnetab.
Oh, is that, okay, great. Magnetab is new for us this year. It's brand new from GuideCraft. It's pretty slick. It's got this attachment back here with the cards, so you keep your cards safe. It's blank, or you can make your designs. It has a place to, it's upside down. Put the cards in the slot. You've got the little wand, and there's so many different things you can do with this. We are using it for letters, for designs, but again, with the design cards in the back, it's also a good convergent divergent tool. That's for language arts. We also have Alphabet Bingo, just plays like bingo, except a little bit simplified. A is for apple and so forth. Kids love playing it. It helps reinforce their letters. And WikiStick Alphabet. Now, it seems to me some of the projects in All About Reading require something of the WikiSticks. So this is going to reinforce what you're doing there. But it also stands alone. You've got the little WikiSticks, the wax sticks that go on the letters, and it makes a great hands-on way for kids to remember their letters. After that, we've got math, which is math reasoning. Why don't you tell us about that, Hope?
Okay, so mathematical reasoning is a spiral approach to mathematics, and these books are really colorful, which is very engaging for this age group as they learn to get into workbooks. Easy to do, so page here, count 7 dots, check the groups of 7. You've got some writing of the numbers. You've also got some word problems. You've got a bunch of variety. They deal with a bunch of different topics in here, and basically your child is well-rounded for the pre-K age in all things mathematics.
And it's going to be more of a spiral approach. Yeah. So you get a topic today, and you might not see it again for a week, and then so forth, and you'll just spiral up on that one. Yeah. Can you talk about Tiny Polka Dots?
Our next one will be Tiny Polka Dots, which has basically got a bunch of games in it. You've got counting, and you've got number matching, et cetera, et cetera. So this will be helping reinforce
math games for that age group. Okay. What do you know of Junior Geosticks?
Junior Geosticks will be the last thing in our math category. These are great flexible pieces, have the little knobs on them, comes with a bunch of cards so that your child can be following the directions on it. These are more fun than your child can imagine, because they get hooked on clicking these things in and making the designs, and then their creativity goes wild. So yeah. It's been super fun.
We were surprised how easily they hold together. So that's a real bonus. All right, so that's math.
First on our critical thinking is your critical thinking game, Smart Piggies. So this is a single player game in which you'll set it up according to the board, and on the daytime side, the pigs will be out, and you'll be placing the houses around to protect them from the wolf, and then on the nighttime side, you will be placing the directions will look similar, but you'll be placing the pigs inside the houses, and they'll keep the wolf on the outside, and the trick is to fit all the pieces on the page where the fit all the houses on the page around or on top of the
page. And if your child has difficulty, what we recommend doing is going to the answers and just having them set it up. Sometimes that's going to be where they're going to land. But once they've worked through the whole book and figured that out, then they're ready for the challenges. All right? How about Bambino?
So Bambino is a hands-on manipulative to use with these booklets, and the booklets cover a bunch of topics, concentration or colors and shapes or what belongs together. And basically, instead of doing workbooks that you're going to have to either buy more copies if your child needs practice, or for the next child, these are reusable with the manipulative, and they'll be figuring out. So this one is called What Things Belong Together. The shirt is going to go with the shorts, and you'll be moving the manipulatives on the tray to correspond with the answers. And
it sounds confusing, but if there's a great video online on our website that shows you how to use it, and it's a really neat program. The last, I believe, on the thinking skills is Kumin's thinking skills. It covers logic, spatial reasoning, differentiation, and creativity. Great books, lots of white space, lots of fun. Easy for a child to step into and not feel overwhelmed. Is that it for thinking skills? Okay, let's look at geography. My very first Our World book is new to us this year. It's a great introduction to geography. You're going to go through not only the world, but you obviously have a little bit of the planets. You're going to talk about different seasons. You're going to talk about how things are in different locations. It's just a very easy, gentle way to talk and acknowledge that there are more places to live than just your own locale.
And in that same thread of thought, what do grown-ups do all day? And so this will give your child a glimpse into when grown-ups say, I got to go to work, what are they doing? So what do grown-ups do on the farm? What do grown-ups do in the theater? What do grown-ups do downtown? And just basically kind of gives your child a more well-rounded view on the different careers and what people are doing in those.
And an appreciation for it, too, because sometimes kids don't realize how hard we work. And this helps them to appreciate that.
So next will be social and emotional skills. So that
would be feelings.
And then your stages cards.
Again, this year have introduced emotional intelligence as one of the key components of what we want to address with especially our younger children. So you've got a whole bunch of feelings. It's little stories that help explain what a different emotion means. So the child will walk away and say, okay, I get what it means to be scared. I get what it means to be loved. And that's a great way to do it. I recommend doing it over and over again. And kids will like it. Do a story a day and they'll really enjoy it. Then you also have feelings cards. And they come in a couple different ways. Some of them are just going to teach you what the emotion is. And others will be working on identifying the scenario. And on the back of the card, it has questions like, how does each child feel? Why? Who is winning? How do you know they're winning? Who is losing? How do you know they're losing? And so again, you're working on helping our children learn how to read each other and develop that emotional intelligence.
Yep. Next would be science. So here's a bunch of our science booklets. We do have some manipulatives, some really good high quality magnifying glass, a magnet, and tweezers. It's hard to find high quality science gear, and so we've thrown those guys in for you.
All right, and then we've got Look, I'm a Scientist with some experiments that you will actually be doing. Easy, fun ones that are successful, your children will love. Maybe help you pick out which one they want to do that week.
And we've looked through a bunch of science experiment type books, and this one was one that had the most pizzazz and pop to it, but not so overwhelming that as a parent you're saying, I'm not going to do that. It was reasonable.
Reasonable and easy enough to pull off.
Yes.
You want to talk about that?
Yes, this book is so fun. As we had it around and we were supposed to be previewing it and making sure it was going to be what we were looking for, all the kids wanted to read it. So we knew it was an instant winner from that alone. But inside here, they cover a bunch of different things, from going to a science fair to a little bit of, hey, what the earth looks like or what the weather is, what we can see with our senses, and everything. It's a lot of it rhymes, it's cute, it's attractive, but you learn a lot is covered through that whole thing.
Right. And finally in science is Kuman's science book for this age group, pre-K and up. It's more of a sticker book than it is a science book, but you'll hit on some key concepts. Is it a solid? Is it a liquid? Or is it a gas? So you hit some concepts, but it's mostly a science sticker book.
Next would be STEM. We play STEM.
Okay, and that has been around. It's been in our kits for several years now. It's a building kit. You may look at it and say, well, I have Legos, Duplos, but these pieces go together differently. So you can build, because of that, you can build circles. You can see what you can do here. You can build, so it's not just a brick upon brick approach, so you certainly can do that. And they do work with Duplo, so they can add on to your set. But the beauty of it is the workbooks. So lots of different projects. That's just the more complicated one. Let me show them more. So I start off very simple and just have the child lay the bricks on the pictures and then slide them together. So it couldn't be an easier introduction for building with these kind of blocks.
Yep. After that is art. So we've got the Digeco sets over there.
Okay, you've got the crayons, the beeswax crayons, brilliant soft colors. You've got the Digeco sets, which you know are always high quality. This one is felt pictures, that they're applying the felt to the pictures and going from a very simple shape to something like that. And you've also got the Digeco pom-poms, which kids love. And they're they're getting a picture like this. And by applying the pom-poms, they're making these great pictures that they'll be very proud of. Finally,
we have got Timberdoodle's exclusive Draw and Learn Animals and Places. I love these books because drawing for some kids is a real challenge. And so this takes them from the very beginning, drawing a circle traced, to now draw a circle of your own and make a face. Draw some eyes on the cat, now color the cat, and it just progresses from there and gives your child the confidence they need to learn how to draw. And then the second half of the book, it's basically a compilation of 2 books. So this is the places one, and again, learning how to draw places. So really great for beginning and beyond, bringing your child up to learn how to draw. Then our last category would be under our learning tools, which is the pencils that are triangle shaped so your child can get a better grip on them, and the pencil sharpener. Also Mad Matter.
I think Mad Matter is more, is that thinking?
Yeah.
Mad Matter, most of you are familiar with it. Why don't you show them how it works?
This is a very fun compound. It compacts like that. So compacts really hard. You can break it apart, or you can stretch it apart into kind of a waterfall effect. So it's very soft, pliable. It's not hard on your hands. It feels good on your hands. It does not have a noxious feel. It doesn't leave a nasty residue. It's enjoyable to work with and gives your child all the finger strengthening, proprioceptive, and all that you're looking for with a Play-Doh type compound without the hassle, the mess, and the
mess. So if this goes into your carpet, it just vacuums up. It doesn't stick to anything.
Nope.
But new this year is their brick maker, where you're making actual little Lego bricks, Lego-like bricks, that stack together. And when you're done with them, you can just pull them apart and start over again. So it's a very cool compound and a very cool addition to the art set.
I think that's it for the 2018 pre-K kit. More information on each of these individual products is available on our website. Product videos you can find there too. So check us out there.
One other thing you might want to think about, if you have a 4-year-old and you're not sure, or a 3-year-old, and you're saying, well, do I put them in a preschool, pre-K? Are they ready for kindergarten? How will I know? We have a test online that you give to your child, and it will tell you whether they'd be better off in kindergarten or would they be better off in the pre-K set. If you find that your test shows that they'll be split, that's the beauty of Timberdoodle. We can customize it. So if they need pre-K reading, but they're ready for kindergarten math, we can do that. So again, customize your kit as you need. Take the test. It'll help you out figure out where your child places.
Thanks for joining us.